go outside and get my ass done. But that's that ugly mask.
Oh, I don't want to be good.
You know what it looks like? It's like their nose is like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like, yeah.
Like that, but that.
Like that, yeah. Why are you doing? And they look like that. Yeah. It's fucking horrible.
It is horrible.
I think it's after, you know, after years and years of the yucky types. And you go.
Yes.
And then the lips automatically go like this. Yeah.
That pinched in look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the body creates it like that. If after a certain amount of time, the cells say, right, well, that's what it should be. They look like that. So when they breed, that's the way it's going to.
Yeah.
Do you get my point?
I do,
And that's why some of the other ones get better looking.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because they become predators. And then the ones that were predators, after a few generations of it being easy, not having to be a predator, become prey. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to 121gamers.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe, Rodney. Don't forget to like and subscribe on cubevids.com. That is cubevids.com. And elitefunstuff.com, snapitupauction.com, and no means for intro on this one, 121gamers.com. Don't forget to register and subscribe, you little bastards. And if you don't, you can stay the fuck off my live channel because I won't care.
The Death Star destroyed, command personnel have evacuated, but our data banks are still intact. We can't let the enemy steal
The two hearts living in one separate world.
Then advance towards the bunkers. We can't save our base, but we
This is
can
really
slow
morbid.
long enough to
The
purge our
songs that
data
come out
and get
are really
out.
morbid, aren't they? And you sing it about yourself. In other words, you're willing that shit on yourself, don't make no sense. Yada yada yada. I like that. That. Yada yada yada. Say it. Say it. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. I love you because you understand me. Kill that son of a bitch. Get that son of a bitch out.
Detonator attached to the east turbo laser!
Stay mobile. Disarm the bombs and defend.
Yeah, ninja.
Explosives neutralized! East turbo laser secure!
Fire the East turbo laser!
Seriously? Why did that come up just as I'm shooting it? You're ranked 37th or 35th, but you're dead.
Right in the middle of the screen.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Got it! West turbo laser bomb is
Thanks for
offline!
that.
Yeah.
The programmer is like, fuck you, you're getting shot, you prick.
Yeah.
Isn't it? But we got constellation. We got constellation close here.
Yeah.
East turbo laser threat neutralized!
Fucking like that. What do you think?
Explosive device on the West turbo laser! We lose those lasers, more troops will land.
There's a camper somewhere. He's just stood there waiting for someone to come down that fucking thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't play a game like that.
No, there's no excitement, no...
He's meant to be attacking.
No.
We're meant to be doing that.
Yeah, it's meant to be a joint.
No. No. He's on the enemy side.
The west turbo laser's about to blow.
I'm not arguing. I'm pro. Okay. Get the gist of it. Read the fucking manual. Asking me for.
Nice.
East turbo laser destroyed. 2 left, but it's a setback.
You having a fucking laugh, mate. Ah, bye.
Look at that!
Fuck
Unidentified
off.
ally
Hold that.
on site! West side turbo lasers rigged to blow! Got to the west turbo laser in time! Charge is offline! The imps will be back soon enough.
Now you tell me how the fuck he's got me from all the way over there. That's bullshit.
They're gonna blow the west turbo laser! Together.
Oh, yeah, say together, because they're fucking halfway across the map. Follow me, dickhead!
We don't have long! West turbo laser's about to blow!
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Snake.
Just appeared from around that corner.
Because he's hiding
Yeah.
and waiting for someone to come.
Yeah.
In real life, though, my actions would be a lot quicker than this, and I'd kill him.
Reactions, yeah, quicker than a
This shit.
console couldn't be.
But they get used to playing this, and then they go out in the world. What are you looking at?
Yeah.
But they don't realise that there's real predators out there. It's like what I was trying to explain to you earlier about the world is a jungle, and they can die like that.
Yeah.
They don't realise it though. These young
No.
kids, they go out, and because they think their dad's a Freemason or or whatever the fuck order that their fucking parents brought up in, and they're sheltered, right? And they don't realise that there are human beings that are born predators that don't live by their fucking rules.
No.
You know, like the reason why most people choose a 9-to-5 job
Explosives in the
is
courtyard!
because they're too thick to be a fucking criminal. Jokes aside,
Yes.
because they couldn't fucking deal with it. They couldn't deal with the stress. Honestly, so they do the easy thing, and they fucking conform.
Courtyard
They
clear!
go out, they work, they go get loans, and they rely on everyone else.
Yeah.
Right? At the end of the day, like fucking, to be a fucking criminal, you've got to be a clever bastard.
Courtyard
You've got
resecured!
to be
Explosives
24/7,
offline!
because there's always some cunt on you.
That's the
who will out
way.
to fucking make some money. Do you know what I mean? It's easy to do a 9-to-5. I've done a 9-to-5. If I'd have knew that years ago, I'd give up the crime. I'd have thought, fuck me, it's easier to fucking not do anything. But there again, you're still someone else's mug.
Yeah.
Right with you.
But my
Courtyard
advice would be to
explosives
get
powering
a
up.
job. Here's my license. But they think the world's all about this shit. But you can see the kids nowadays, they pick up the phones and they're like, nah, and they start running some cunt down on Facebook, and then they bump into the fucker down the road. But they don't realise this cunt doesn't stay on Facebook, and his life is not in the
Courtyard's
virtual world.
turbo lasers in
His
immediate
life
danger.
is like a lion's life. The lion looks at that fucking idiot like prey.
Yeah.
And he's like, what did you say? But he's got bigger teeth. He catches hold of them.
Turbo laser destroyed.
So they said,
We've lost
what do
the
you do
outer
that for?
perimeter.
He's a
We'll
bully.
never expect him to hold it.
He shouldn't be allowed to exist in our fiction world.
Do it again.
But it's
Fall
not,
back.
it's not a fiction world.
No, it's not.
They shouldn't open their mouth unless they
turbo
can back
laser
it.
control. Defend those positions as long as you can.
Or like it's like
Once they're
90% of
through,
all animals
we'll
on
be
the
forced to
planet.
fight for the
They
base
will not
itself.
start,
Stand
even
ready.
if they can beat the other animal, for no reason.
No.
An animal will not go up to a fucking other animal and start fighting it because it's going to think, I mean, I'm going to get injured or what have you. Why should I do that if I don't have to? I can go round. But humanity, they go, oh, what are you looking at? Really? And they'll poke you and prod you
Yes.
because they think that they're safe.
Mm.
You know, like these fucking stupid cunts that go to West Midlands Safari Park and get out the fucking car and go and stroke Simba, you know, Simba the fucking Lion King.
Yes.
Let me go over and say hello to the lion. It's just like being in the
Attackers in the
pictures.
camp!
I know what sort you mean.
They're brain dead.
They are.
But there's human beings out there that like the lion, but are quiet. They don't want any hassle because they don't see the point in it. There's no money in it. There's no, like myself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 6 foot fucking 2. I was like never small, but I never went out and started it. I always had some fucking little fool coming up to me and say, "Oh, you're passione." I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, bud. I'm not gonna instigate anything, but you come to my house then, or push me in a corner, then you're dead. Genuinely, they're dead, right? But what I'm trying to say is, I've never gone
They're
out looking
through.
for
They're
it.
inside
And
the
if I can
camp.
back away from it, I'll back away from it because I'm not hard. I don't tend to say I am. But at the end of the day, I've got an ethic, and I fucking made rules when I was 7 years old to myself. Not man-made rules, the Animal Kingdom rules. And if they fucking, I'm not going to say what they are,
No.
but if they cross them, then God help them, they go by my jurisdiction then.
Yes.
Because it's like any animal on the
We
planet,
have
they
to
won't
reclaim the camp.
purposely
Keep
go
it out
out
of
for
their
fun
hands.
to attack another animal unless it's hungry or they need something from it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
But like 90% of the human race, they'll go out and they'll attack something that they don't even realise. An animal will not go over, like a lion will not go over to a wild boar, yeah, and attack that wild boar unless it's hungry,
No, of course it wouldn't.
right? Because it knows it's going to get injured in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be
They're
worth
all over laser control!
its while.
Yes.
And if it's like, if there's more, if the cons outweigh the pros, right? The animal's going to say, nah, fuck that. I'll walk round.
Yeah.
But the human fucking idiots, they turn around, or whatever fucking idiots they are.
Mm-hmm.
They go, oh yeah, well, what would you poke it, innit? See what happens. And then they wonder why they die.
One
Or they get
final
injured, or
counterattack.
these stupid
Head to
cunts do bungee
turbo
jumps,
laser
and they
control,
wonder why they
now.
get snapped spine, snapped vertebrae.
Yeah.
Because they tie a rope to their fucking legs and then dangle the rest of their body off something else, and then their neck snaps.
Mm-hmm.
What's it about then, mate? You had the fucking choice not to.
Yes.
Walk round, leave it. It's like all these shit stirs, like, you know, they gotta butt their nose into someone else's business and then they wonder why
Fall back! Fall back!
the so-called
Our
div
people in the face still need
gets
more
involved.
time. We'll
If
hold
it's
the
not
line
a
at the
div, it's
entrance.
really a lion, or she's a lion, yeah?
The fleet
Why is it killing
overhead.
that cunt?
More enemies
And then
every
it's like,
minute.
oh, it's mad.
Today we
What
do
they do
right
it
by the
for?
rebellion. We need to protect the gate
Because
control
you keep on
stations.
fucking knocking on
After
the
that,
devil's door.
there's only the base itself
Or
to
the
lose.
lion's cage, or fucking whatever. You don't go and put your hand in a cobra's fucking box and hope it's gonna fucking, you know, it'll sit there and it'll eat its mice. You start poking it with a fucking stick,
Yes.
it's gonna fucking bite you. The cobra's gonna take your fucking, it's gonna give you all its venom,
It is.
and then you're gonna sit there saying, I wish I never did that because I thought I was bigger and harder than it. Really? Just leave the fuckers alone. Animals do it. They know not to fucking. They don't fuck with anything unless they're defending itself, eating, or they, you know,
They've got sensors.
they've got common sense.
Yes.
They're not going to put themselves in any danger, whether it be a little bit of fucking pain or not, unless there's something in it, like survival.
Yeah. They've got sense apart from, like you say, the
Us,
necessity.
the human race, and whatever fucking races are on the planet, they're a bit retarded.
Yeah.
They're Down syndrome. It's like they come out, oh, well, you're on back, mate. Oh, right, have a joint, shut up. You're like, you're telling me to shut up, right? Come and do it. Make me shut up. And make sure it's final, because if you don't beat me, the next day, I'm going to come back and I'm going to gas you in your house. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
At 12 o'clock at night, you're going to have something like seep through your letterbox. And no one in your house is going to wake up. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you don't realise when you fuck with a predator, they're going to fuck you up. It doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
You know, I'd much rather keep the peace and just stay the fuck away from people, and people stay the fuck away from me if they're going to harm me. If they want to meet me and be a nice friend and, you know, genuinely build and construct our lives together, like, you know, like say if someone likes to, I don't know, put up fences, yeah, and I need a fence built, I'll say, would you mind doing that for me? And I'll do, you know, I'm pretty good with computers. You got a computer that needs fixing, can I fix your computer?
Yeah.
You know, and build together like that. Not like, oh, I can build a fence and it'll have a big frog on the top of it, and then I'll paint it red with yellow polka dots and I'll think it's really funny, and then wonder why you don't like it. Do you get me?
I do get you.
It's called co-creation.
It is.
But I don't think most of the world's ready for that.
No. Apparently not.
Too hard living. What's the fuck is that? It's on. I think we should turn
I
it
think we should.
At least on days like this.
Yeah.
Because that's like just cooking us. But you have a look at most dogs. They won't bite you unless you go to their home.
Yeah.
A dog will walk past you, right? Unless you stare it out.
Yes. Right.
You know, you see, like, I see people doing it to me when I'm driving. I'm like, what the fuck? And they're staring you out like you're like, fuck me, there's a human being on planet Earth. What is that human doing on planet Earth that is meant to be here but we're not?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're like, wow, look at that, human. It's like either that, they're fucking retarded. And I think, like, you see in their peculiar mark, if you don't know what that means, if you're listening, nosy cunt, right? Then look it up in the fucking... There's the biggest library on the world. Do you know what it's called? It's called the internet. Right? Not the cloud, the internet. Right? Your heads are in the fucking clouds. Right? But what I'm trying to say is like...
About humans staring.
Yeah, when they stare you out and it's like... It's like they fucking... They're peculiar mark.
Yes.
Right? In other words... They look Down syndrome.
Most do.
It's like, you know, I think we had a generation in the 90s where basically everyone was fucked up on ease and everything else, and genetically they fucked up the kids, right? Because they're all fucking backward now, like, oh, what's happening, mate? I don't know where I'm going. You know, like the ones that you see in like mental institutions when they were all doped up. What's happening? Where am I going? Hang on, let me see the phone. Oh, that's where I'm going. Can I... Hi, I haven't seen you for ages. But they're brain dead. It's like, but they don't see it in themselves. They're like, I'm normal. You're the one... It's like, sometimes you walk into a shop and you see two retards, right? Talking mentally, telepathy-wise. Okay, I don't give a fuck what they say. But people do it, right? Right? Because I know, because I've done it, right? And at the end of the day, they sit there and they communicate to one. But I'm a predator. I make out that I don't hear it, right? And I sit there like that, like a fucking thick retard, like a predator would do. He would play possum until his prey comes over, and then he would snatch his prey and kill it. Simple.
Yeah.
Right? And like sometimes you walk into shops like that. Remember I said to you that girl was looking at him and looking at me. You remember when we went up to that cooperative?
Yes.
And they looked at me like, oh, you fucking didn't like communicating telepathy-wise. That's what they were doing.
Right.
Right? And I thought to myself, oh, fucking what a pair of fucking idiots. I could take them outside and eat them both.
Yeah.
Do you get my point?
Yeah,
If it was like natural selection.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If there was no police and no fucking shit.
Mm.
But they don't realise, like, they're so wrapped up in their world at the moment. They simply think that it's like a cougar or a lion looks docile as fuck.
Yeah, they do.
They lie there like that, or they walk in like this all calm, like it's a big cuddly kitten. Like those fucking. It was like I'm like a lion walking in, right? I don't know. All my family are mobsters in America, and they like lions. I'm like a lion. They walk in, and they see these fucking so-called. They think that they're the fucking predator, right? But the lion's walking around like a little pervert. Like a little kitten. And then the other ones look at you and they think, oh, it's docile, fuck you, and then they communicate with each other. They say, oh, this human is a thick fuck, isn't he? But the predator's really looking at them as if to say, am I really?
Yeah.
Come over here, little one. Do you get my point?
Yeah, I get it.
But they don't realise that there's people, like beings out there like that.
No. They obviously don't.
Yeah. And I'm not the only fucker. There's fucking
No.
thousands of me, millions of me.
Yes.
But they sit there and they like, because they've been brought up in their comfortable little lives with their mummy and daddy, and like, I don't know, daddy's a Freemason or fucking some sort of secret society, or they're fucking brought up in a witch coven or something like that. I don't know, something retarded, right? And they think they're better than everyone else, right? They don't realise that they're in a vulnerable fucking position.
Yeah.
And they, yeah. It's like, years ago I'd have fucking just, you know, I don't give a fuck. I still don't now, but
No.
at the end of the day I try to keep the peace and try to keep it, because it's a good society the way it is.
Yeah.
But, you know, people have got to start realising that they're not living in a fuck. All we're living in, we're living in a man-made jungle, right? It's still the same rules as the jungle as it was before, except that people put rules on it. But it's all up to the person that's actually living in the world. If they don't sign up to those rules, and they never have, don't blame them for fucking violating a rule that they never signed up for. You get my point?
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for no fucking rule.
No.
I signed up to God's rules, thou shalt not kill, but it doesn't mean that thou shalt not protect thyself.
That's right.
Okay? At the end of the day, it's like there's loads of rules, right? But the only rules I go by are mine and my God's. That's it.
That's right.
And at the end of the day, they go against my God's rules, they're dead.
Yeah.
No, I don't give a fuck whether they call you a terrorist or whatever the fuck they call it. That's just a word that people put on you because they don't like the way you are. But I think pure terror is basically trying to take people's freedoms away, because that's the most terrible thing you can do to anyone anyways.
Yes.
And wrapping people up in rules and regulations doesn't do anything but harm someone.
No, I was going to say.
I believe the world's run right, but they need to start realising that they can't keep kicking their dogs around and hoping the dog's not going to bite them sooner or later. But they sit there and they fucking, I don't know, I want people to wear it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's like Christ stood up and said things, right? Or if they say it's fiction, I don't think it was, right? It's like fucking send a being, a wonderful person, a being. God's son, right? Like we're all sons and daughters of God. It's like, at the end of the day, most people, they should fucking realise how lucky they fucking are. right? That they've got all these rules and regulations that safeguard it, but sometimes too many can drive a person being mad. It's like putting too many fucking walls on a wild animal's cage. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And closing it up. It's like sooner or later these governments don't realise that they should listen to people like me, because I love them. I would fight for them, right? The foreigners and what have you that don't live here and they never have lived here wouldn't do that.
No.
Right? Including like fucking, it's like during the Second World War we fought for these so-called fucking other species, right? And helped them get through, including the Jews and what have you, right? And we helped them with their sacrifice, yeah? So we deserve a little bit more than what they're given. Like the generations afterwards, what they fought for them, and the promises they gave in that era. Whether they be Canaanite, Lycan, whatever species they are, alien, fucking human, whatever, fucking shape, form, dimension, creed, colour, whatever, right? They need to start respecting their contracts.
Yes.
And instead of rescinding on them, yeah, gazumping, they should follow it fucking through for this generation, me.
That's right.
Because they can't, okay, if they don't want people to turn around and say the things that I'm saying, well, give them the valid reason not to. Like, allow them to make money. Like, if they want a fucking loan to open a business, allow them to. Don't just give it a fucking foreigner that's never been here when my family have put in all that money. Over fucking 200 generations of building England up. And our society. And then they turn around and say, oh, well, are you entitled to benefits? I am entitled because I've put in. My forefathers have put in, right? It's not a benefit, it's an entitlement. If not, give me my fucking money that all my generations have put in all those fucking thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years, or whatever. Give it me now and I'll fucking make my money from it.
Perfectly good statement, yes.
In other words, like, if either that, don't keep kicking a fucking lion in the teeth and hoping it ain't gonna snap into you.
No, that's right.
They constantly fucking, they look at you when you go to the job centre, right? Now, when I was thieving, right, I could open any lock like a locksmith, right? Now, there's no door that's closed to me, right? And there's other people like that out there, right? And it's not that they choose to go and fucking rob your house. It's like, when I used to go out and steal years ago, it was because I didn't have something like food, electric, gas, right? My cat needed food, right? Because I was paying extra room tax or something like that. Stupid, right? Now, they say, oh, why should I work and you don't work, you know, benefit? Because at the end of the day, my friend, right, I never signed up to your fucking rules, right? For one, right? I'm entitled to that benefit, right? Because I've worked myself, right? I fell in hard times. My forefathers put in, so it would safeguard my generations. Like, if I work now, my money safeguards my sons and my granddaughters or my grandsons, you know, future of entitlement to benefit.
That's right.
Right? Now, they say they're not working for that, they're working for their generations. Okay? My generations have already worked for it, and so have I. For my benefit now. Okay? And what I'm trying to say is they pay house insurance. Why should you pay house insurance? Rather than that, why don't they look after the people that ain't got none? Right? And then they won't feel like they've got the fucking no alternative but to go out and steal. Okay? If they want to judge a nation, look inside your fucking prison. Right? And the lack of understanding. If you want to give to charity, yeah? Give a little bit extra. I'll give an extra £1 a month when I'm working. £2 a month. To make sure all those fuckers, you know, get their benefit and they don't go out robbing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Don't spend it on weed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I don't smoke weed, I don't fucking do any of that shit.
No.
Do you know what I mean? All I've tried to do is be a good member of society and a good citizen of the world.
Exactly.
And I don't mind being a good citizen and loving this world and fighting for it. But they need to start respecting me. And every person like myself. But anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. I've got landmine. Oh, it widens the blast window. Huh? Because I say, Bean. That's a compliment to this boy, that little thing. Imagine if they were things like that so silly.
Yeah.
Everything's lovely.
Yeah.
Huh? Huh? Main stairs? I haven't done the campaign yet. I haven't done the campaign. Can we do the campaign?